Hello viewers, it's another edition of Crossfire. Of course, I'm your regular host, anchor, whatever you call me. I remain Kozim Elebede. And as usual, I have my two friends, those who will be crossfiring against each other. On my right is Babatunde Sulaiman Ala. Baba, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And on the left, as usual, is Johnny Edwards. What do you know the carry last?
So, it's good to have
Which one will be this one now? Which one will be this one? Are you trying to intimidate him?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Of course, the meal, is usually a 3-course meal. We have the appetizer, the main course, and the dessert. So, today, for the appetizer, we have the BBC African Footballer of the Year. BBC just announced Yaya Toure as the winner of the own version of African Footballer of the Year. For the main course is a target set for the Super Eagles, even before the draws, by somebody who we think should know. A semi-final target has been set for the Super Eagles, and that is what my friends will be crossfiring, whether it's a realistic target or not. And for the desert, of course, we talk about the code of conduct. Yes, that ugly beast has reared its head again. It's like every time we go to the World Cup or qualify for the World Cup, we bring out code of conduct. I don't know whether that is right or wrong. So these are the 3 issues that we're going to be looking at in today's edition of Crossfire. As far as BBC is concerned, Yaya Toure is the best African Footballer of the Year 2013. Baba, what is your view?
I think he deserves it. Yaya Toure has been consistent, for about 3-4 seasons now. He's the reigning African.
We are talking about 2013. Leave 2-4-3 seasons.
Of course, it has to do with the pedigree.
2013, January to November 2013.
Yeah, he's been consistent for his team.
I'm not disputing that.
So he deserves it.
Okay.
Based on what he has been doing for the national team and what he's doing for his club, I think he deserves it.
What has he done for his club? What title has he won for his club since November till date?
November when?
Last year.
Okay, till date.
What has he won for his national team from November till date? I won't sit here, or nobody will sit here to say he single-handedly helped Cote d'Ivoire qualify for the World Cup.
No.
A star-studded Ivorian national team, lost to the Super Eagles.
Rookies. Nigeria rookies.
So-called underdogs at the Nations Cup.
In the quarterfinals.
The Eagles went ahead to win that tournament.
I don't think that the award has to do with what they do for their national teams per se.
You talked about he has been consistent.
He should be all encompassing.
He's been consistent
for his team.
Of course.
For Manchester
Consistency
City,
is
not
different from
for
what he
clubs
does.
And country.
Yes, he's been consistent, and don't forget, Yaya Toure carries Man City.
I haven't mentioned it.
But they've not won anything in the last 12 months.
Anything but he is the main man. When you talk about Man City today, you talk about Yaya Toure.
If you are the main man and your team doesn't win laurels, where does it end?
The season
why do you think a Van Persie could leave us now?
The season is yet to end. We are talking of 2013.
Well, gentlemen, that is just the appetizer.
I would like to know who is
Baba,
to wait.
Reserve your energy for the main course. Please, reserve your energy.
Okay, you have told him to reserve it.
Answer that question.
When we come back, I will tell you.
Okay. Well, viewers, that is just the appetizer. You have seen the energy in the two gentlemen. So we're going now to look at the semi-final target set for the Super Eagles by Barrister Gray, who happens to be the chairman of the technical committee at the NFF. That is why I said earlier on that he should know. Of course, I don't know how it came about the semi-final, other than what he said that we should be the first African to reach the semi-final. And if that will happen in Brazil, I have my doubts. But, Baba, what do you say? Semi-final, Super Eagles. Even the draws are not out.
Yes, that's what I want to say. It is very unrealistic for Barrister Green to come out to say, he's setting a target of semi-final for the Super Eagles.
Why?
The draws are not yet out, and already you are building your castle in the air. And we are talking about a Super Eagles team that lack pedigree, that has not have character, even with the coach.
How can you say the current African champion lack pedigree?
Of a team that is building?
No.
Johnny, hold on. You take him on.
So I think it is not right.
Johnny?
He has a point.
Okay.
Ask me. We are the current African champion.
We're asking you already.
Yes. So I'm firing.
Go ahead.
We are the current African champion, Baba.
And that entitles us to go all the way to the semi-finals.
Well, if you ask me, we have the players.
I would list a first 11 team that could wrestle any team currently at the world.
Johnny, let's put things in the right perspectives. Okay. If you say you want to finish in the semi-final, you set a target of semi-final. That means you have to be among the top 4 in the world. Yeah. In your honest estimation, where will you put Nigeria among these 32 teams going to Brazil?
Do you expect?
Forget about FIFA ranking now. In your honest expectations.
In my honest expectations.
Yes. Okay. Where will you put Nigeria among the 32 countries that will go into the draw on Friday? Top 10. Yeah. Certainly not top 4.
Not top 4. Top 10.
So what are we talking about?
Anything will happen from there. Where do you put luck?
You mentioned that Nigeria are African champions.
Listen, yes.
Okay. Now we have had other African champions going to the World Cup. Which of them has gone to make the semi-final match?
Baba.
Nigeria as African champions in 1994.
Yes. Yeah.
We got knocked out in the second round.
Okay. And that was the best ever finish for any African team.
So
that was then.
That was all the World Cup year that we have other African teams that are the African champion. Who among them have gone to be?
No, but Saju said Nigeria will be the first. And he's setting that in Brazil.
He knows the team inside out. And
that's inside out. Is he the coach?
He's the head of the
He's playing politics with the team. And I want to tell
politics in what sense?
By saying that semi-final, you are going to put the team under pressure.
No, you are setting a big target for your team
under pressure.
To do what?
They will be under pressure, and because
when they under pressure,
I remember in France '98. Was it not France '98 that after we have played, we were supposed to play Brazil
in the quarterfinals? If we win,
they were already looking at that quarterfinals and Brazil. I mean, the Eagles just capitulated
against Denmark.
The team had rancor internally, and you would agree with me. The team had an internal rancor. Proud to that Denmark.
I mean, that's why it has to do with the pressure.
You see, is it not possible that somebody wants to set that target so that at the end of the day, if Nigeria fails to meet it, the coach will be sacked? I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Is it not possible?
It's possible, but for me,
but would that be fair?
It would not be.
What has Keshi said about that target? I read in the papers that Keshi has been saying that we should be realistic with our targets.
But Keshi also said he is going to win the World Cup.
Of course, you might just say that every coach wants to win the World Cup. That's why you are going there.
Well, viewers, that is the main cause. I don't know whether you believe Nigeria should reach or will reach semi-finals in Brazil. I have my doubts. Honestly, it will be the ninth wonder of the world if we should make it to the top 4. But it's possible.
Will surprise you.
It is very much possible. Now we go to the desert, and that is talking about the obnoxious, in quotes now, the obnoxious code of conduct that has reared its head again. We have a big occasion, which is the World Cup. The NFF wants to institute the code of conduct. We know the history of the previous code of conduct in this country. Whether this is the right time, whether this is even going to work, whether this is appropriate, I'll leave the crossfirers to start to fire. Johnny, what is your position on this code of conduct to start with?
I'm in support of it.
Really?
7 months to the Mundial. I think everybody, every player, every participant in the team, or every partaker in this team going to the World Cup should know how much he or she would earn if they win, if they draw, or if they lose.
I need to ask you, is the code of conduct all about money?
Well, as it is, from what he stated out.
It's based on money. But it should be based on discipline. But that has not been incorporated in this code of conduct revealed to the media.
Then what is the code of conduct?
Let's tackle.
When you talk about code of conduct, I think you are talking about what has to do with the discipline and
ethics
and how players and officials should behave. But in Nigeria, we all know it has never worked.
But
we have gone through this part before.
Baba.
In 2002, we had similar thing. And what happened?
Nobody has
Eventually, we had a team that went to the Nations Cup and were discarded when the World Cup and just 4 months in the World Cup.
I think Keshi should be given credit for something.
Right.
Since he became coach of the Super Eagles, we have not heard of any indiscipline in that camp.
Okay.
So why turn his team into
But we had an issue a couple of months back when the team held the nation to ransom, saying they will not go to the Confederations Cup unless certain amount of bonuses.
They asked for their entitlement.
I don't think that's both the code of
How
conduct.
would you promise a player $10,000 and pay him $5,000? If I
Who did he promise?
The NFF.
So if you promise, then they can.
So whose fault is it when they
Gentlemen, let us agree. Is the code of conduct all about bonuses or is about general ethics of the team?
When it comes to Nigerian football, code of conduct usually arises when a team is going for a tournament like we are having now.
Is that LD? Is that right?
It's not right. It's about issue of money.
Great. Should it be about money?
Mostly in Nigeria, it's about.
Forget about. Should it be about money? When you say, Johnny?
It shouldn't be about money.
Okay.
But as long as the NFF has just stated that it is based on money,
and now you have the players agitating for what they are going to earn. Add that to the semi-final target. They are already building castle. Before you know it, these players causes a lot of distraction.
Baba, you scare me. You sound as if Nigeria will not even qualify from our group.
We have to get our priorities right. We have to do our homework right. When we are just facing the World Cup with just 3 months to go, we are talking about code of conduct, we are talking about semi-final target, we are talking about bonuses. Baba, this shouldn't be coming at this point in time.
It is good that this menace is rearing its ugly head now for it to be tackled. So we know how much we would earn. If it is $1,000, fine, so be it.
Are Nigerian players, are they playing for the money or are they playing for the prestige?
That is another question.
Of going for the
That's another question for another day.
I'm tired of Nigeria going to the World Cup and we are making all the issues as it is.
Gentlemen,
for the players.
We will not leave here if we continue with this debate. Viewers, of course, you have your views. You have your views on these issues, and we would like to read them. Why not post your comments to us and be rest assured that we're going to go through them. It has been another hot edition of Crossfire. I have enjoyed myself, and Baba and Johnny, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself.
I did. But I'm not going to shake
you don't have to.
Well, viewers, if you enjoyed yourselves, why not make it a day with us again next week? Thank you for watching.